Fox News exclusive. The Trump administration launching a new program to expand the immigration crackdown and speed up the surge of deportations. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino.
Morning to you. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, indeed.
A little rainy on Sunday, but hey, the Ducks like it.
They do like it
a lot. Good morning at home. I'm Bill Hemmer, Department of Homeland Security, offering a one-way ticket and cash for those who choose to self-deport from the United States, along with a chance to return, while those who fight deportation will never be allowed back in once they are kicked out. The agency says it will save taxpayers money in the end. President Trump gave a preview during his one-on-one interview with Rachel Campos Duffy just about a month ago.
We're going to give them a stipend. We're going to give them some money and a plane ticket. And then we're going to work with them. If they're good, if we want them back in, we're going to work with them to get them back in as quickly as we can.
And Bill Melugin is live in Los Angeles with the exclusive. Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, Dana, good morning to you. So Fox News can report exclusively that DHS will announce today that they're going to start paying for the commercial flights of illegal aliens who self-deport from the U.S. And on top of that, they're going to pay them an additional $1,000 stipend once they're confirmed to have left the country. Now, DHS says doing this is going to be significantly cheaper for the American taxpayer. They tell us that right now it costs on average about $17,000 to arrest, detain, and deport someone. They say paying for self-deportations and the stipend will only cost about $4,500 per person. That's about 70% cheaper. Aliens are going to have to register to self-deport on the new CBP Home app to access that DHS financial assistance, as well as announce their intent to leave the country. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem tells Fox in part, quote, "If you are here illegally, self-deportation is the best, safest, and most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest." In the meantime, here in the sanctuary city of Los Angeles, ICE confirms to Fox News that 3 suspects arrested in connection with the home invasion murder of a man in the Woodland Hills neighborhood last Sunday are all in the U.S. illegally. ICE's acting director, Todd Lyons, tells Fox they are all Georgian nationals, 2 of whom were caught and released at the border after crossing illegally, and the third, who overstayed a tourist visa and, listen to this, had 2 previous arrests with ICE detainers on him ignored due to sanctuary policy.
They were still allowed to stay here in the U.S. and commit crimes. So you have 3 individuals from the nation of Georgia who didn't know each other, who have now met up in the sanctuary state of California in Los Angeles and killed an innocent person. For these elected officials, I say shame on you.
And Dana, regarding DHS paying for those self-deportation flights, they tell us they've already tested this out successfully. They say they paid recently for an illegal alien to fly from Chicago back to Honduras. They tell us that any aliens who sign up and register to self-deport will be immediately deprioritized as a target for ICE arrest. They say thousands have self-deported already. They anticipate that number is going to shoot up significantly after today's announcement.
Yeah, it seems like a cost-effective way to help handle it as well. Bill Melugin, thank you.
Yep.
Tricia McLaughlin's the Homeland Security Assistant Secretary of Republic Affairs. Tricia, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on here. Give us the sense of what this idea is born out of, and how many people do you believe could be attracted to it?
Well, Bill, there's 15 to 20 million people in this country, and each and every day our ICE law enforcement agents go out and arrest these individuals. Self-deportation, though, is the safest, most cost-effective option to get these illegal aliens out of our country. This also preserves the option for them to potentially come back the legal right way and come back to live the American dream. And again, that's almost 70% roughly savings for the American taxpayer.
Wait, Tricia, talk a little bit more about that, because this might, for people who are watching this, it might be in a situation where they could sign up for self-deportation. It doesn't penalize you for the future. So if you really do want to be in America, you can self-deport, go back to your country of origin, and then try to do the legally.
Exactly. And actually, this might put you in a better position because there's documentation that you have decided to self-deport. So if you're an illegal alien, you should download the CBP Home app. It's free on any device, and you can go get a flight that'll be paid for by DHS. And as well, we will give you a $1,000 stipend. Again, that's 70% savings for U.S. taxpayers. It's also safer for the migrant. It is safer for our law enforcement. If you self-deport, you should do so today.
Why should they trust that they would give him priority, Tricia?
there's documentation, and we're giving you our word that we will give you this money and that you can leave today. It's the safest way. You will not be arrested. You will not be detained, and we will give you that free flight.
Okay, wanted to also ask you about this. President Trump yesterday talked about reopening Alcatraz, and he said this on the South Lawn. Let's play call for number 2.
So many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order. And, it's got quite a history, frankly. So I think we're going to do that, and we're looking at it right now.
Congresswoman Pelosi, she had a different thought. She said Alcatraz closed as a federal penitentiary more than 60 years ago. It is now a very popular national park and major tourist attraction. The president's proposal is not a serious one. Is this something that is being discussed loosely, or is there a plan to actually make this happen?
Our country, Dana, was founded on innovation and out-of-the-box ideas, and I think that this is a great idea from President Trump. He also mentioned in that post that this is symbolism, just like Guantanamo Bay. Historically, Alcatraz was used to house the worst of the worst, and that's exactly what we're doing at Guantanamo Bay and could potentially do at Alcatraz as well.
Yeah.
Can we ask you, Tricia, how many illegal migrants are in Guantanamo Bay right now?
There's a couple of hundred. We continue to move these folks out and get them to their country of origin or a third country that agrees to accept them, because these are hardened criminals.
Rikers Island is similar to Alcatraz in the sense that it's an island surrounded by water. I think the comparisons stop after that, but there's a plan to close Rikers here in New York. Would this administration take action on Rikers?
I think everything's on the table. I'm not going to get ahead of Secretary Noem or President Trump, but this administration is one of law and order, and we are getting these criminal illegal aliens off of our streets. We get reports that come in every single day to see who was picked up. We have child molesters, rapists, murderers, arsonists, you name it. There are people who have been in this country for far too long, committing crimes and terrorizing our communities, and we will get them out, whether it be Rikers Island, Alcatraz, Guantanamo Bay, or another detention facility. These people will not be on our street under President Trump and Secretary Noem.
All right, Tricia McLaughlin, thanks for joining us here on this Monday.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.